Let's play our NBA trivia games. Let's start with current jump shot. Guess that current NBA jump shot. Oh my god, I've definitely seen this guy. Why have I seen this? That is an ugly jumper. Who is that? Yeah, right, Eric? That is not pretty. Yeah, 3-inch vert. Is that Draymond? That I can confirm that's not Draymond because Draymond came out a couple of days ago. Who is that? I'm going to start off with a weird one here. I'm going to start with Keldon Johnson. I don't think it is Keldon Johnson, but I'm going to start with Keldon Johnson. All right, so we got that he's a Western Conference player who is a small forward. Western Conference small forward who wears numbered 1 through 9. Wears number 1 through 9. So it is a player that at least is well known. Western Conference. I've seen this shot before, dude. I've seen this shot before. We also got, we got Western Conference. So I'm thinking, let me go through Warriors. I don't think this is a Warrior. It's not Moses Moody. No, it's definitely not Moses Moody. If I go through teams, Phoenix Suns, that's definitely not no Dylan Brooks. Northwest, you have the Thunder, the Nuggets. It's not Bruce Brown, no. Thunder. It's not J-Dub. That might be Jalen Williams. That might be J-Dub. There it is. It is J-Dub. I was going to say, that might just... Yeah, that is J-Dub. It's funny, too, because he is one of the best small forward shooters in basketball there. Jalen Williams with that really weird jumper. I know with the silhouette it looks bad. It looks a lot better like this, I can't lie. When he's wide open walking into it, it looks a lot better, but... Jalen Williams, 3-point pull-up jumper. Did not play the other night, though, in their loss against Detroit. But the other Jalen Williams dropped a 30-piece. So shout out to Jalen Williams as the current jump shot silhouette. And then you guys know I always love to do these Hoop Goat mini games. So we're going to do some Hoop Goat mini games. We're going to start with start, bench, cut. Oh, my God. What a great one to start with, huh? I mean, that's a pretty easy start. Second best player of all time, LeBron James. Kobe or Steph? Kobe or Steph at their peak? Who are you taking at their best, Kobe or Steph? Because at chat, you guys might be disagreeing with me on this one. I love Kobe Bean Bryant, man. I love Kobe. I'm not trying to disrespect him at all, but I think there's a one-of-one player here. I think that there's a guy that could never be replicated in a million years. I'm sneaky gonna start Curry over Kobe. I just think that if I'm building a team, I think that it's more unique and there's more stuff. I know you're blasting me. I know, Eric. I know. I've done this debate before, Curry versus Kobe. It's so close. If you're gonna take the defensive side of the ball, go Kobe. I just think the offensive impact that Curry has is so unique and it's so you can't replicate it. It's you can't replicate what Curry does on the basketball court. So I'm slightly gonna lean Curry. If I was building a team, this would be my lineup. It's very close. No disrespect to Kobe, right? I'm not trying to disrespect either of these two guys. It's just how I would build my team. Give me Curry over Kobe. Cat, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Kevin Love. This is a really interesting one. I think I'm going to start Kevin Love, though. I like Kevin Love too much as a basketball player. I think his time with Minnesota is so underrated when he was the best rebounder in basketball. Then he became a role player, but a star in his role with Cleveland for all those years. He was a great rebounder, great defender. Great three-point scorer throughout his time. He's just done too much for me to not put him above these two guys. This one is really close, too. You guys know I'm not a big Karl-Anthony Towns fan, but no offense, LaMarcus Aldridge was never a good defensive player in his whole time. So I think that the offense, I'm going to lean Cat slightly. Most people are starting Karl-Anthony Towns. I cannot agree with starting Karl-Anthony Towns. I definitely would take Kevin Love over him. It's close. It's really interesting. That's a really interesting debate between Cat and LaMarcus Aldridge. Let's pull up their stats actually real quick, just so I could see, so I could do a little comparison between the two in terms of just their best season, right? Because LaMarcus Aldridge, likely his best season was this season, right? All-NBA second team, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 1 block a game. He didn't shoot really any three-pointers, but he shot 46% from the field. I don't think I'm taking 23 and 10 over Karl Anthony Towns. Just because Cat is more of a 24 to 26 point per game score. And really, I'm just looking at that three-point scoring. Eight attempts a game, three-point shooting is so nasty. I just think that you have to value the three-point scoring ability of Cat slightly over the mid-range game of Aldridge, but it's really close. Definitely starting Kevin Love, though. Oh, this is a good one. Dame, Penny Hardaway, and Ja Morant. I hate to do this immediately, but I'm probably cutting Ja Morant early on. I think I'm just going to go right in order and go Dame, Penny, Ja. It's kind of close between Dame and Penny for me. Definitely going to lean Dame, though. Dame, Penny, Ja. Not much to say. We'll move on from that one. Norman Powell, Brandon Miller, Trey Murphy. If we're going to go off this season, let's go off this season specifically with these three guys because all three of them having pretty good years. But Norman Powell was the only all-star. Got to give him all-star nod credit. I'm going to put Norman Powell there. I hate to cut Brandon Miller here. I just think Trey Murphy has been such a good basketball player. Let me see what Trey Murphy is averaging this year specifically. Trey Murphy this season averaging 22 points, shooting 38% from three on 9 attempts a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. All-star is fan voted, yeah. I'm going to be honest, if I'm going for the future, I would definitely go like this. If I'm going for the future years, I would definitely go like this, but just based off this year, Norman Powell has definitely been the best player. He's been an efficient 26 points per game. We just saw Trey Murphy's averaging roughly, 22 it said, 22 points per game. And then I also want to see what is Brandon Miller averaging in his third season in the NBA. 20 on just lower efficiency. So I'll say that I'm gonna stick with my rankings here, Powell, Murphy, Miller. If we're going for the future, I'll go Miller, Murphy, Powell, but it's pretty close. But just off this season alone, I'll go with this. This is an interesting one. I would, before we do this, like to look up Rasheed Wallace's stats again, just to confirm my thought process here. Never really more than a 19 points per game score, but always a fantastic defender in the low post. Was slightly in Portland an MVP candidate, and then even Detroit when he slid over to the center was an MVP candidate as well. Always in Defensive Player of the Year talks. Still think I'm gonna take Bam over him. Still think I'm gonna take Bam out of Bio over him. I think Bam's the best player here out of all three. I think this is where I'm leaning the most right now. Bam, Rasheed, and then Sabonis. I don't know. That's a really weird one though. Depends on how the players I have around them and what I need for my team. I think I'm going to go Bam, Rasheed, Sabonis, though. I don't know. It's a weird one. This is a pretty easy one for me. I can't lie. If we're going all at their best right now, I'm going to go Tatum, Embiid, Paolo. Yeah, I understand the thought process of putting Embiid over Tatum if you're going at their absolute best because Embiid was obviously an MVP. But Tatum, number one option on a championship team. The forward versatility is too good. Paolo just isn't on these two tiers yet. He's probably got another 1 or 2 years away. We thought it was going to be this year. It was not this year that he took that jump. Wow, we had this one before, and I'm going to go off my all-time rankings. My all-time rankings would go Larry, Tim, and then Shaq. Disagree with me if you want to, but my all-time rankings have Larry around the 5 to 6 range, Tim Duncan around the 7 to 9 range, and Shaq between the 9 to 11 range. So there's my all-time rankings if you guys want to know. Russell Westbrook, Grant Hill, Ray Allen. This is a great one. If we're going all at their peak, I'm definitely going to have to start Russ. I mean, MVP of the league, 30-point triple-double for multiple seasons. I want to give these guys their respect for being better role players than he ever was. But if we're going at their peak, Russell Westbrook is by far the best number one option out of these three guys. Between Ray Allen and Grant Hill, I'm definitely looking more into Ray Allen's Sonics days or Milwaukee days when he was averaging, 25 points per game, top 10 in MVP voting, being the efficient scorer he was. We know Ray Allen is one of the, top 3 scorer of all time. But Grant Hill before the injury, man, was so good. This one season of Grant Hill, I think I got to take that specific one season of Grant Hill over Ray Allen. I think I do. Most people are actually putting Ray Allen over Grant Hill. If I'm going off best one season, I'm going to put Grant Hill over him. If we're going off career, I'm definitely putting Ray Allen over Grant Hill. But it's close. In terms of peaks, though, I'm definitely going Russ before both of them. I mean, this one's as easy as it gets. I don't think I need to do much talking about that. Jaylen Brown's by far the best player out of these three. Austin Reeves has proved he's a better scorer than Zach LaVine this year. And then Zach LaVine. God, I hate to do this because I don't like having this debate between Wemby and Anthony Edwards because they're such different players. But I got to start Wemby, bench Ant, cut Maxey. Don't want to cut Maxey, but he's not on the level of Wemby and Anthony Edwards. And Wemby is, you know, in my opinion, the next face of the NBA. So give me Wemby slightly over Anthony Edwards. We'll move on to our keep 4, cut 4. You know what? I'd rather just not have him on my team. Yikes. You know what? I'd rather just not have him on my team. Okay. Well, if we're going from 2 perennial all-stars to Patty Mills, imagine I just clicked keep and I kept Patty Mills. Okay, I feel good about keeping Dame. I feel good about keeping Kyrie. I feel good about keeping Clay. Bradley Beal. I think I'm going to cut Bradley Beal. If I cut Trae Young and Karl-Anthony Towns, I think I'm going to cut Beal. I think we did it perfect. Yeah. Give me an excellent. I think we did as good as we could have. I think I got the 4 best players at their peak. Dame, Kyrie, Clay, and Brunson, in my opinion, are all better at their best than Trae Young, Cat, Patty Mills, and Bradley Beal. I think that's the first time. I know I got Brunson last. I think that's the first time that I got a perfect run on this. In my opinion, I think that's the first time I've gotten a perfect run on this. So I'll take that. Let's do our blind 2, which makes us rank duos in the NBA. These could be all-time duos. It could be duos that never even played with each other. We have no idea. Worst, best to worst without coming who's next. DeAndre Ayton brings this duo down a lot. I'm probably going to put them at the 4-5 spot. I'm leaning 5. It's just Luka's so good, but I'll go 5. Shea and J-Dub. Best 2 players on a championship team. I got to put them in the top 2, I think. I think I'm going to go 2 or 3. I think I'm going to go 2, though. Best 2 players on a championship team is pretty good. Maxey and Embiid, I'm going to throw them right underneath. 3 or 4. I think I'm going to go 3 on Maxey and Embiid because both at their best, they're that good. Damn, I've got to put Duncan and Ginobili at number 1 then. I just have to. McCollum and Jalen Johnson can go all the way down here. All right, not horrible. Not horrible. If I was redoing this, I would likely put, I'd move Trey Murphy and Zion down to here. I'd put Ayton. I'd just switch these 2, but I think outside of that, I did pretty well. Doing a good job today on these hoop coats. That's pretty exciting. And then lastly, we'll do our blind tier list. All-time Celtics is the category. John Havlicek in my all-time Celtics. Well, I've got Larry Bird, Bill Russell, Jason Tatum, Paul Pierce, maybe over this guy? No, probably not. Am I crazy to put Havlicek in the orange? Am I crazy for saying I'd probably put Havlicek this high? Peyton Pritchard. See ya. Al Horford. See ya. Jaylen Brown. I'd put Jaylen Brown just below John Havlicek, so I'll throw Brown here. Robert Parrish. I don't think he's on Havlicek's level. He's probably right with Jaylen Brown. Drew Holiday. Wasn't there long enough. I got to put him at the bottom. Sam Jones. Is Sam Jones going to be down here or here? I don't know. I think I'm going to throw Sam Jones in my orange. Kyrie Irving, if we're going all-time Celtics, definitely at the bottom. Gordon Hayward. You're telling me you're going to do a trend that says all-time Celtics and you're going to give me Gordon Hayward? Hoop goats. Oh, my God, and Porzingis. I mean, what is this? Give me Bill. This is, hey, Bill Russell, Larry Bird. There you go. There's my rankings. Bill Russell at the top, Larry Bird, and John Havlicek with the rest of the guys. I cannot believe that they said all-time Celtics and gave me Gordon Hayward and Kristaps Porzingis. Come on now. And that's going to do it. I say we do one more random jump shot just because I got that one pretty quickly. So I'm going to scroll all the way down. Let's do number 3. Let's do current jump shot number 3. Who is this? That's a tall guy. That is a tall NBA player. I'm debating between Kel'el Ware. I don't think that is. Is that just Wemby? No, it's not Wemby. No, this is an older guy. This is an old school guy, Eric. This is an old dude. Kel'el Ware. I'm gonna try Kel'el Ware real quick. Just because he's another tall guy. Yeah, no. This is not a young dude. This isn't Andrew Wiggins. No way that's Andrew Wiggins. No, that's not Andrew Wiggins. That's too small. Or sorry, that's too big. Dude, I've seen this jump shot before. I have seen this jump shot before. So we know he's an Eastern Conference player at least. At least we got East. We're looking at more of a power forward, like a stretch four in the East. That's not Porzingis. I almost want to go Andrew Wiggins now just to see the position. So this guy is 31 years old in the Eastern Conference, who's a power forward. Eastern Conference power forward that shoots the ball like that. Let me go through all the teams in my head real quick. I lied. I'm looking at all the teams. He is foreign. That is true. He's not USA. Who is this? That's not. He's 31 years old, so it's not Moussa Diabate. It's not Evan Mobley, right? No, Evan Mobley doesn't shoot like that. Oh my God, it's guys. Duh. That's Giannis. That's Giannis Antetokounmpo. I was going to say, I've definitely seen that jumper before. There's Giannis Antetokounmpo right there. Oh, I'm so mad at myself for not getting that sooner. I can't believe it took me, I guess, Andrew Wiggins. Shout out Shaken for making me guess Andrew Wiggins before I guess Giannis. Yes, that is obviously Giannis Antetokounmpo on the jump shot. And that's going to do it for the Hoop Goat games and the Guess the NBA Player Silhouette.